My first contract, I think, was $6 million over 5 years.
7.6 million, 2.5 million a year. Number one all time. That's the biggest NFL contract in NFL history for a defensive player.
My first check was for like $500,000.
$33.5 million for 7 years.
And then I went on a splurge.
The first thing I bought for myself was a Cadillac Escalade.
I wanted earrings that, were $30,000.
I always wanted a Porsche, but didn't need the Porsche at the exact same time I had the Escalade and a tricked out Denali.
Young athletes and their millions, the pitfalls of that much money. What is it about young guys coming into the league these days? What are the pressures on them that cause them to get into that position?
I lost 2 houses back to back.
I lost 4 houses.
Man, you keep this up, you could be broke.
I ended up to the point where I was broke.
I'm just here to tell you, man, it doesn't last forever. Before you know it, looked up, I was broke.
Greed, for lack of a better word, is good. Greed is right. Greed works. Greed clarifies, cuts through, and captures the essence of the evolutionary spirit. Greed in all of its forms. Greed for life, for money, for love, knowledge, has marked the upward surge of mankind, and greed, you mark my words, will not only save Teldar Paper, but that other malfunctioning corporation called the USA.
What can I do for you, Rod? You just tell me, what can I do for you?
It's a very personal, very important thing. Are you ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Here it is. Show me the money. Oh! Joe! Money! Jerry, does that make you feel good just to say that? Say it with me one time, Jerry.
Show you the money.
Oh, no, you can do better than that, Jerry. I want you to say it with meaning, brother. Hey, I got Bob Sugar on the other line. I better hear you say it.
Yeah, no. Show you the money.
Not show you. Show me the money.
Show me the money.
Yeah. Louder.
Show me the money.
That's it, brother, but you got to yell.
Show me the money.
I need to feel you, Jerry.
Show me the money.
Jerry, you better yell.
Show me the money. Show me the money.
Do you love this black man?
I love the black man. Show me the money.
I love black people.
I love black people.
What you gonna do, Jerry?
Show me the money.
Congratulations, you're still my agent.
More step.
Where are we going?
Keep your eyes closed. 1, 2, 3.
What is this?
It's your wedding present.
What?
It's your wedding present, sweetheart.
Are you serious?
For millionaires whose ships have come in, pricey pleasure boats offer the most fun afloat. It's no coincidence that its 150 feet of green hull is the color of cash. Anchors away!
Oh my God! Baby!
You like it? You like it?
Yes!
For 3 weeks, we sailed the Naomi through the Caribbean, eventually taking her home to Long Island, where we bought a house. 7 acres on the Gold Coast of Long Island, the most expensive real estate in the world, with maids, cooks, landscapers, you name it. We even had 2 guards who worked in shifts, both named Rocco.
Mr. President, there is a war going on in this country, and I'm not referring to the war in Iraq or the war in Afghanistan. I'm talking about a war being waged by some of the wealthiest and most powerful people in this country against the working families of the United States of America against the disappearing and shrinking middle class of our country. The reality is that many of the nation's billionaires are on the warpath. They want more, more, more. Their greed has no end, and apparently there is very little concern for our country or for the people of this country if it gets in the way. Mr. President, while the middle class in this country collapses and the rich become much richer, the United States now has by far the most unequal distribution of income and wealth of any major country on earth.
Let me tell you something. There is no nobility in poverty. I have been a rich man and I have been a poor man, and I choose rich every time. Because at least as a rich man, when I have to face my problems, I show up in the back of a limo wearing a $2,000 suit and a $40,000 gold watch. Fat boys, duke it out. Hit him. Hit him. Off of me.
This is it. This is what you've been working for. I rented this place and I started bringing it here because I didn't know what else to do. I gave up counting it. I mean, I had to. It was just so much, so fast. I tried weighing it. I figured one bill of any denomination weighs a gram. There are 454 grams to a pound, but there's a variety of denominations. So,
how much is this?
I have no earthly idea. I truly don't. I just stack it up. Keep it dry, spray it for silverfish. There is more money here than we could spend in 10 lifetimes. I certainly can't launder it. Not with 100 car washes. Walt, I want my kids back. I want my life back. Please tell me, how much is enough? How big does this pile have to be?
bills, y'all. Come on now.